Shalom, it's Sophie Cats. Hey, shalom, it's Sophie Cats. Okay, welcome back. We have the sign for Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. So I'll be doing you guys a July 2021 reading. I hope this reading resonates with you all. Okay, so let's go ahead and tap into your ESPM, but we're going to pull for your general. So we got 3 cards for your general. We're going to do the general first, and then we're going to the ESPM, okay? I've been doing that second. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. So we got 1, 2, 3. So let's go ahead and do your strength, weakness, advice. But at the bottom of the deck, you have the 9 of Swords. So a lot of mental stress. But this is also about insecurities, okay? These are things that you kind of let be on your shoulder. You let the chip be on your shoulder. You let the, the doubt, the nitpicking. Some of you guys need to stop biting your nails. Like, stop biting your nails, okay? I'm going to say it again. So this is for your Sun, Moon, and Rising in Venus and North Node if you guys are interested in the placement that may resonate with this video. But if you're just cross-watching, what's up? All right, so, but also look, I never paid attention to this cat underneath this, okay? So this is laying on your bed with you, okay? This is the independence that you maybe want. This is the independence that you have maybe been craving. But it's also the independence that comes, like the fear, like the battle that comes with independence, okay? The battle that comes with ascension, really, because you have to think about all the swords are above your head. Not all of them, but they rise above your head in some capacity, okay? And then we have that headboard, okay? So think about what you put on your head, but also what you put on your board, your wall, your story, even like some of you guys' personal Instagrams, etc., etc. Okay, but also making sure you are caring for yourself at night. Your night routine is going to be one of the most essential key routines, okay? Just because how you wake up, okay? Like, how do you wake up like this? So we got the 6 of Wands at the top of the deck as well. So how you celebrate yourself when you rise and then when you go to sleep. So then we got the King of Pentacles, okay? So the King of Pentacles is for your strength. You have the potential to attract a very, very high value partner. You have the potential to hold high valuable information for people. You have the potential you have the capacity. We're not even calling it the potential. You have the capacity to hold those gems for people. You have the capacity to even be around those energies and be trusted with that type of strength, okay? Taurus is the card of value, the sign of value, okay? That's your second house. So the value, the possessions, the things that you save, the things that you harbor. But I'm not even harboring this, but you guys do hoard, okay? So the things that you hoard, etc., okay? But also just being able to see the highest that the masculine is supposed to have in a room. Like, you know what the masculine is supposed to have. You know what the masculine is supposed to give. You know what the masculine is supposed to distribute to each partner, each level of emotional capacity they have for each other. That's a really strong strength. For Gemini, you guys communicate what the masculine is supposed to be able to give out, but also give to other people, like stated before with the but that's also to their family members. So if you guys go back deep into my Twitter, I have something about a conversation where we talked about the value at which, first generation, second generation, third generation, etc., are supposed to give out and who they're supposed to date. First generation can date first generation millionaires, etc., because that aspect is already still being bridged or nude or, being binded. So that person would have the capacity to, create more offsprings of second generations immediately. The second generation should stick with second generations, third generations, so forth, because that now the first generation has to worry about the priority and the foundation more accurately than the second. The second can squander, so just know that. So that's usually like the Nine of Pentacles because it's slower. It's someone who is using, trust fund, but also now learning how to distribute as so the hierarchy in the family does, okay? Or the patriarch or the matriarch, whoever is the first generation. So that's being verbally explained in that aspect for you as a strength card, and then Cancer is the home. So what more to do to the home, what more to do to enhance the home, what more things to buy that brings value to the home, etc., okay? So then we have, this came in reverse, but we don't read reverses right now. So we got the 7 of Pentacles, and that's also that generation. So that's that millionaire card. So that's the weakness. Because it came in reverse, I feel like there has been an affirmation only on millionaires, when it really should be more on an affirmation of billionaires, trillionaires, and because talk to the status of second generation billionaires, second generation of, like, I have this list of these videos I used to watch where I used to just I have a notification that comes on my phone, on my iPad all the time where it says you are a billionaire, which I am. But you have to have those affirmations there, but also you have to watch the children of these billionaires. Like, you know, I know people who got the richest plane, like who got the best planes in the world, like knowing, but also do it according to your birth chart, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer, okay? Like wherever you have like the best Mars, wherever you have your second house, that degree, et cetera, like breaking it down, go and look at either, you know, signs that have that, you know, placement, but also at like, for short distance travel, planes. That's why I use that as an example. Sorry. All right, Gemini, you guys rule short distance travel. So you guys should look up people who own the best planes, people who own the interior of homes, you know, siblings, the richest siblings in the world, those type of like contents, okay? Really absorb those type of things for your own pinnacle purpose, okay? Really strengthening that harvest, that weight, that visual acuity, okay? But then we have this, the Knight of Pentacles. Whoa, I didn't even see that over here. You guys know I don't have my glasses on, but look at that. So that's now that second and first generation energy that now has to move towards. Because this here, if you guys look, hold on. These two cards go like this. This card comes to this, okay? Because that now wants to be advice at that level, at that king. The generation, you should always make sure the generation has a king on each level, each tier. Trillionaires have their own king. Billionaires have their own king. Millionaires have their own king. Okay? And do not be afraid to be a multimillionaire, because the Knight of Pentacles is a multimillionaire as well. Seven of Pentacles is literally like the accountant of everybody. Okay? So that is that. But that's good, you guys, to the general reading. It was more money based because it's definitely pinnacle based. You guys had a pinnacle reading. Look at that. So if you guys have been concerned about finances, please do not. If you guys have been concerned about, you know, minor discrepancies, please do not. Really take something away from yourself in an aspect of like, what do you genuinely need rather than what do you genuinely want? Because minimizing what you need, minimizing what you need will give you more space for wants. Okay, want for nothing, need nothing. Okay, want for nothing, need nothing. So that's on that. So let's go ahead and tap into your ESP. I'm gonna grab from the bottom over here, grab in this middle area. So that was a pinnacle reading, but I just have to explain that because I was talking about it on Twitter. But all right, so emotionally, spiritually, physically, and mentally. Ooh, we got Stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. So look at that. You will now have the opportunity to actually have that sparked, okay? We have the eyes, psychic ability, trust your intuition. This is emotionally, okay? So this is the things that you see. Like we talked about that downloading. When you download things, you see things, you say things, you do things. Make sure that is of high concern. Make sure that it's high value, okay? Your Taurus, I think Taurus rules the head. No, Taurus, the Taurus might use the rules the eyes. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but Taurus rules the eyes. Also pay attention to the body parts at which these signs that we're watching right now rules, okay? So that is going to be, but also you guys, quick little message, PSA, the 1st to the 9th. I was studying that yesterday too, because I was like, okay, this is a new month. Let me study my astrological, you know, my placements, anything I got coming up. And I was just like, okay, everybody just pay attention to the T-square and Uranus, okay? So that's going to be really interesting because a lot of unexpected things are going to come up. So when you are psychic, you have to know those things. Okay? And that's for fixed signs, okay? So Taurus, I was talking really mostly to you guys, okay? So then we have the bouquet, compliments from an admirer, okay? So look at that, spiritual. So there may be a shift in, you know, your romantic life. It's also with Mars. So, you know, we just talked about looking up your Mars and seeing how you're supposed to go towards success, how you're supposed to go towards your values, how you're supposed to live your day-to-day in that aspect. But it's not Virgo day-to-day, but it's just like, you know, but it could be for some of you guys who have Virgo and Mars, okay? So just pay attention that you're not overdoing your monthlies, okay? So we got Quill. Get back to the basics. Get back to the basics. That's just your physical. So we talked about the day-to-day, but like, you know, need less, okay? Needless to say. So we also have the mental teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So some of you guys could definitely be making a friendship with someone who needs your friendship. Making a friendship with someone who needs your friendship. Not someone who just wants your friendship. There's a lot of people who just want your friendship, but there's people who actually need your friendship. Like, and that will allow it to really truly deepen. That would allow it to really truly develop. That would allow it to really truly be of substantial ability. Like, it'll be sustainable for the future, people around you. It'll be real life goals. It'll be like, it would just make sense, you know? It would make more sense rather than making more sense, you know? Because some people are good for like business opportunity. Oh my God, this came off. But some people are really just good for business opportunities. Like, some people are really good just to work with for business wise. But when you come back, when you talk about like that level up, you know, like money, you know, money talk. Oh, hey, here you go. when you talk about those type of things with people, you have to realize that your mind has to be ready for that type of partner. If you don't attract that type of partner, guess what you're gonna always have? Them type of friends. If your partner like that, your partner not like that, your friends not like that. Okay? If your partner not like that, your friends not like that. And sometimes your partner gotta throw a friend off just to see what your friend will want to do. Sometimes it's not your friends. Sometimes it's not your partner, it's your friends. That's why I always say, let your man choose your friends. Not the F boys. You don't let them choose nobody in your life. But sometimes they tell you the truth too. Okay, so we got this for ESPN. We're using this. Knight of Pentacles coming back up again. So you're gonna be, some of you guys can be in a lot of social circles with a lot of millionaires. I already said to you guys, there's going to be a lot of millionaires in the next 7 years. That's also been predicted by Jade. It's just been predicted, okay? Because Taurus is also, I feel like I'm recalling, I think it's in Uranus. So Taurus and Uranus mean unexpected money. Boop, 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 boop. Big, large deposits. Unnecessary deposits. You're like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? That is mine. That is your money. Like, that's right there, okay? So that Knight of Pentacles, but it may... Just because it comes slow don't mean you wasn't getting into alignment. They always say step into your power, step into your alignment. You step into your power, you step into your alignment, financially, psychic-wise, okay? So pay attention to some good psychics out there. Those, you know, don't worry about those. There's a lot of people who want to be psychic, but there's a lot of people who psychic because they don't have to piggyback, okay? So then we got the 10 of Wands, all right? So this is that loaded work level, okay? So that admirer is willing to do the work to get your attention. That admirer is willing to do the work to get your attention. I admire you. Tell yourself that. I admire you. Like, I admire you because you have such the, like, you know, like you have such the gump. Is that the word? Yeah, you have such the gump. Like, you have such the nerve. Like, very weird. But that's that loaded energy. That's that energy at which, you know, you can carry the flowers. It's the bouquet. The 10 of Wands is a new bouquet, okay? It's a new admirer. You admire yourself at the end of at the end of your struggle. You admire yourself at the end of after your triumph has been reached. Then we have the World card. Okay, so now the world is in your hands physically. So do not try to carry the world, but be of the world. Do not be a part of the world, but be within the world. Okay, so when you're within the world, you understand. You're not desensitized from it. You're not like, that's not, that's that. That's that. Like that's that. That song just came up. That's that shit. All right, we got Page of Swords. Some of you guys could be somebody could be watching you, and this is somebody that's watching you. Ooh, look at this, a star card. That could be an Aquarius that's your friend, or that wants to be your friend, or somebody that has Aquarius placements, or just like Aquarius people in general. But this Page of Swords energy. Or there could be some type of healing that this deep friendship is going to bring you, okay? There could also be a, you know, just a kind of like a like of you. It's like, I won't say nothing because I'm not going to ask for that. Because I know when you give that, you give it genuinely. And I know when you speak genuinely. I know when I speak, I'm going to be speaking genuinely. So that Page of Swords, they're not always spying to be rude. They're not always spying to project. They're sometimes just spying like, hey, what's up? I see you. Like that. I see you. I mean, but some people, it's part of their day-to-day to spy. It's part of their day-to-day. You never know who's your friend, who's like, you know, because you have to realize that you don't have to make every friendship, like, I could be your friend, right? Like, I could be like, you know, like my favorite read, I'm like, that's my girl, that's my homegirl. But that don't mean that's my homegirl. That don't mean that I'm her homegirl. But if I am her homegirl, then guess what? I now have that mutuality that's deepened because we both be like, we homegirls, you know? So that is that admiration that you want to be able to build within your relationship, but also the wands, the long term. You want to do 10 plus years with people. And those 10 plus years do not just be stagnant energy. You want to do 10 plus years with people where 30 plus years with people. I was just looking at Pumpkin's story and she was like, 30 years with people. You want to do those years with people and they actually mean something. You actually survive things and you don't actually feel like I have to take myself away from you when I'm going through something. But I kind of do want to be around you when I'm going through something. Not to make you carry my burdens, but to help you lift. I had listed this most beautiful poem about sisterhood and I was like, wow, I feel like I exist in that realm of sisterhood, but it's not in my physical life, So I feel like the world, these fixed signs right here, especially during this July 1st to the 9th, okay? But also on the 4th of July, which should be essential. But I think this is the day that's going to air. So those fixed signs, remember we talked about Leo, who's going to be around for your children? Who's going to be around for your Aquarius? Who's going to be around for your healing? When they're going through their own healing, okay? Then we got the Scorpio. Who's going to be around for all the sex you're going to have? Who's going to be around for all the sex you're going to have? But not even just the sex, but who's going to be around for you to share your money with? Who's going to be around to give you money? First and foremost, because a Scorpio, they use other people's money. So now that I'm using your money as a Scorpio, I have to say I should be using your money. Now, how can I benefit from using your money? Okay, who's going to be around when you got to pay taxes for your building? Who's going to be around when, who's going to put those type of monies in your pocket? Then we have Taurus, who's going to be around for all the stubbornness all the stubborn times in your life, okay? So that's your ESPM. You're kind of big with these cards. These little mini cards be busting it. I don't know. I've been giving these little mini cards a little chance. I said these little mini decks is kind of cute. I love these mini decks. These are my little things right here. Taurus gets you. All right, so that was you guys' ESPM. Let me go ahead and... Alright, so let's tap in. We're gonna do your love. Let me see what we're gonna do your little love thingy, but this is gonna be for your astral house, what you should be focusing on for this month of July up until we got the career. So it's gonna be about your career, okay? The work that you're going to do, the work that's going to be done, but also who's witnessing you do work. Okay, we got marriage at the bottom of the deck. So you might be married, you might have a business contract coming up very soon. That's gonna be very beneficial. Okay. Who's beneficial when it ain't official? Who beneficial but it's beneficial? Yeah, I'm quoting that fabulous line. So we got May. Okay, so May I ask permission, but also December. Okay, May. Whew. You guys got a full blown year, or you guys need to review last month, 2 months ago. But you guys got a full blown year of whatever, and whatever. Okay? Whatever, and whoever, and ever. I know. I'm so excited. I know I had that news. I was like, oh my gosh. I forgot that conversation even existed, but I'm still so excited. Sorry. You guys know I get downloads. I love to get downloads here because these are like my little mini diaries as well. And I'm just like, what was I able to channel on this day, particularly July 1st? But I'm premiering this for you guys next week, so I have some things to do, okay? So that's for your masculine, that's for your feminine and masculine. So religious factors is going to be important. It's going to be very essential, okay? So your love life is fluid by your religious upbringing, but also your spiritual path. So what this person has gone through, how they interpret it, it's going to be essential. What they're going to go through and how they interpret it is going to be essential for the depth of what the depth at which the relationship can grow. Okay, so then we got codependency. This is the feminine. And then it says give your relationship a chance. So now all I'm going to say is addiction to, affecting your romantic life. But also this is going to be really essential for being able to say, I don't want to leave you. I don't want to leave you after it. And I don't want to leave you before it. I don't want to leave you. Okay, look at these two. They're bonded. They're giving it a chance. With all and despite. With all and despite. 4 words. With all and despite. And despite. Okay. Sorry, some mucus was just in my throat. But with all and despite. The and is so essential. You can say, with all or despite. No, with all and despite. So essential. Okay? So work on your partnership. Partners is 2 or multiples, okay? But this partnership also has a strong messaging. This partnership also has something to overcome. This partnership needs interdependency. Look it up. We always talk about this over here in this channel. So pay attention to the red flags, but also retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. The signs are cautioning you. So this person's that. You guys are talking about the codependency, but also the red flag. So it's not a carnival, but the masculine can feel that way. Pay attention to the red flags. What do they want more? What do they give of less? What do they give of less? What do they want more but give of less? Some of you guys, and this is, maybe I'm just projecting, maybe this is how I feel, but some of you guys have partners that they will let you do something for them and then turn around and do something to you to make you feel like you shouldn't have did that to them. Whether that's good or bad. Some people have an addiction to red flags. Some people have an addiction to poor relationships. Some people have an addiction to codependency. Some people have an addiction to abuse. So when you guys can retreat, when you guys give each other your relationship, when you look at the positives of it, because it feels like these were 2 of the negatives, the negative aspects of what you guys like, the positive, negative. We could probably tell you this today when I use 2 cards. But this, that retreat, the masculine wants to retreat. They're like, look, we gotta disconnect sometimes. We gotta disconnect sometimes. And we say, give your relationship a chance. Will you know how to do that when we do that? It's not like a honeymoon, but will we know how to connect when we disconnect? So that's essential for, that's our spiritual. What is in the forefront of our relationship? Or your relationship? A child, baby, or a mama? A child, baby, or a mama? I know. The child is the human. The child is the inner child, the healing. So is it our healing? A baby, like a literal baby? Or is it the mama? Which you need a parent? Which you need a daddy? Which you need a sister? Which you need a mama? You know what I'm saying? You like that? That shit was cold. I love that. Pardon. Child, baby, or a mama? You need a child, baby, or a mama? Which one? Child is inner healing. So what's the forefront of y'all? The relationship. All those are the red flags. If they need a mama, they need you to spank them. Do they need a baby? Because they need to take care of something. Do they need a child? Because they need to heal themselves. I think that was it. So I'll see you guys in the next reading. Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. I hope this video resonates, because this one was probably one of my favorite that I have filmed this today. But I'll see you guys this week. Ciao, bellas.